8 mental shifts that will make you look younger, will give you a pure beauty and a natural glow. Hello, my beautiful sisters. I hope you're doing well. I'm 37 years right now, and I do feel beautiful. I feel beautiful in my skin, and I feel confident, but I wasn't always the same. This is me in my early 30s when I hadn't started my beauty, my glow up journey. And this is me now without any makeup. Okay, this is a photograph without any makeup. In fact, one of the recent videos which I did where I showed my skincare routine. So the point is that you do take care of your skin, your diet, your nutrition, and many other things to become a better version of yourself. But if you do not have a mental shift, if you do not have clarity on many things that I'm going to tell you today, then that actual pure natural beauty and glow and that youthfulness that you get when you are like in your teenage days is not going to come naturally. You will become beautiful, but you want that innocent pure beauty, right? That actually you look young and you look glowing and you look beautiful. And that is only supported when you have that mindset shift that we are going to talk about today. Your thoughts and your emotions basically drive every cell in your freaking body, my beautiful sisters, which means it is driving your beauty, the way you look, and the way you present yourself. Science has proven that your mental and emotional state is always shown on your face. Today, I am going to share with you 8 such mental shifts, which, when happens, my girls, everything is going to change for you. But before we begin, a very short introduction. My name is Shilpa Raidas. I'm 37. I live in Pune, and I'm completely in love with beauty and anti-aging. See, I believe that beauty is a holistic approach, and to become the most beautiful version of yourself, to look 10 years, 15 years younger, which is very much possible, we need to do the right things with a holistic approach, which means a lot of things together. And this channel is going to help you do the same. We have videos on skincare, anti-aging, diet, nutrition, and also personality glow up, a video as such that we have today. Okay, all around beauty. So my girls, if you are trying to become the most beautiful version of yourself, you want that natural glow, you want to look freaking many years younger than your age, then this channel is for you, and you should subscribe right away. This, my girls, not only works for your beauty, but works fabulously for your life. That is, you need to shift your emotions from stress reactivity to emotional detachment. I have to admit, this was one of the most tough things that I had to overcome because my personality was all about attachment to things, attachment to people, attachment to emotions, and I wouldn't let go of that emotion. Okay, even if that phase was over in my life, but I wouldn't let go of that emotion. It used to eat me up inside. But we need to ultimately learn, my girls, that not everything deserves our emotional reaction. Every time we overthink, argue, we get stressed about something, our body releases stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. If it was just about feeling bad and miserable and getting over it, it was okay. But our body has a reaction to every action, in fact, every emotion, which means that if you are getting anxious, you are getting stressed, you are emotionally very down, and you are depressed for a good amount of time, then the cortisol in your body is going to start reacting in a negative way. Stress hormone slows down your metabolism. It means that you have a chance of gaining weight. Your collagen starts breaking, which means you'll start getting a dull skin, puffy eyes, stressful eyes, and you will ultimately start getting fine lines and wrinkles, discoloration, bad texture, two-tone face, all of that. So we live our life in stress, right? From our early 20s itself, there's so many things going on in our life, and we kind of get habituated to getting stressed. That's the way we are living in this era right now, what the generation is all about. We are stressful almost all the time without realizing that this is actually affecting our beauty. So on the top, you must be wearing your skincare, you must be trying to get the right diet, your nutrition, your supplements, all of that is going on. And you still must be thinking that why is it not making a difference to my face, to my beauty? Stress is probably the reason. And you know what the worst thing is? Your subconscious mind holds on to these emotions. I was a personal victim to this. Let's say something odd happened, okay? Let's say like a breakup. Okay, so that stress and that anxiety and that sadness I carried on to much later after it was over as well. Because why? It was not that I was happily carrying it, it was because my subconscious mind was habituated to feeling that way. According to my subconscious mind, that was the right emotion, and that was a comfortable feeling in my body. And that is when your face is going to start reflecting that stress. Simple, have a shift, just get detached. Tell yourself that not everything is worth your peace. Forget about later emotions, even during the phase of your life when you are stressed about anything, your work, your studies, your relationship, family issues, whatever. Okay? Tell yourself, this is not worth my beauty. This is not worth me physically getting stressed and losing my beauty. Learn to stay calm in chaos, my girls. It's a superpower. Peaceful face and relaxed muscles, end of the day, is going to reflect on your face. I personally feel an example to this because from the mindset shift that I had to now, I completely feel like absolutely glown up, okay, because of the mindset shift. And it all happened when I changed my emotions and when I changed my thinking process to detachment. I could even talk to you about this particular topic for another 2 hours because it is so deep, but we'll keep it to that. I hope you got the point. If you have any questions, if you have any personal story, or if you want any suggestion personally for yourself, you can always write down in the comments, or you can even as well message me on Instagram. I'll be there. Second, my girls, is something that right now at this era we all are doing knowingly, unknowingly, and we need to stop because this is majorly hampering our beauty and our glow. You need to have the shift from comparing yourself to others to celebrating others. Comparison always kills your natural glow. See, one is a scientific thing, okay? Comparison kills your natural glow, makes you feel a bit lesser better than others. Then you get, conscious within yourself, right? All of these things happen. Mentally, you are not happy. Physically, you are not happy. Okay, confidence you lose. All of that happens. And if I talk about something in a spiritual realm, when you compare yourself to others, you come in the negative vibration. Okay, you are carrying a negative vibration towards the thing that you're witnessing. Let's say that somebody has got the most awesome dream body that you want, or a dream face that you want. You see somebody's beautiful video where they are looking absolutely gorgeous, but instead of feeling happy that you're witnessing that and that feeling that you are also going to see yourself the similar way very very soon, it is an indication of nature that this is your future. You are taking it in a negative way and getting upset, and you are comparing yourself. So you are not going to manifest that future because you put yourself in the negative aura, in the negative vibration. You are instead going to go more away from it. When you celebrate something, girls, please remember this, what I'm saying, okay? When you celebrate something, you go closer to it. And when you compare and you get all grudgy and upset about it, you compare yourself, and you're not happy seeing somebody else's happiness, you go away from that happiness. This could be when somebody gets a new car, when somebody's on a vacation, when somebody looks better, when somebody has better things, when somebody has a better relationship. If you celebrate them, if you feel happy for them, I'm not saying jump with joy, go and dance for them. No, you don't have to do all that, okay? You want to do it. But all I'm saying is feel happy from your heart. Take it as an indication that that is coming to you. That is why you are seeing it in front of you. And see the magic in your life changing, my girls. See the magic happening in your life after that. Everything that you feel happy for, you start celebrating, comes closer to you. Please take my word for this, girls. Do it and you see your life changing. When you celebrate some other woman's beauty, you shift from the lack mindset to the abundance mindset. So your subconscious mind now is getting programmed that from lack of beauty, you are celebrating it, you are full of it, you are abundant of it, which means you are going to pull the vibration of beauty towards yourself. Everything is not practical in this world, girls. Everything can't be quantified, calculated, measured. Life runs with feelings, emotions, aura, vibrations, frequency. Okay, so along with the practical things that we discuss all the time, our skincare, diet, nutrition, blah blah blah, you have to take care of your mental shift as well. That is why this video is so freaking important when it comes to beauty. So please remember, move from comparison to celebration and see your beauty change. Now, my girls, the third shift I want you to make is you need to move from negative self talk to beauty gratitude. Every time you feel not good about yourself, I want you to remember this and not complain about yourself. Now, whenever you complain, you feel like complaining, you are going to fill that space with gratitude. Don't say, I am tired, I am looking this way, I always look this way. No, I am fresh, I'm beautiful, I feel good about myself. You don't have to say it out loud also. What you're thinking, that matters. Then it is going to give a command to your subconscious mind that your mind is going to be filled with positivity. Your mind is going to be filled with gratitude. Anything that is filled with gratitude is going to be even more abundant. You are feeling grateful for your beauty. You are feeling grateful for the way you look currently. You are going to invite more beauty, more potentials, and more abundance of beauty into your life. This certainly raises your vibrational frequency for beauty. And this calms your nerves. End of the day, it is all about the game of nerves. This is going to better your circulation. This is going to better your collagen production. And it is going to give you, your body, a relaxed, regulated feeling that you are calm and you're abundant in beauty and you are beautiful. And that is certainly going to be reflected on your face, my girls. So, anytime you feel like doing a negative self talk, you have to tell yourself, okay, deliberately, that no, I'm not going to do this. I'm going to be positive. And slowly, with time, you will see that you will become positive naturally as a person. Now, let's come to the fourth shift, my girls. From self criticism, you have to move to self compassion. If you always criticize yourself constantly, that is going to build up as stress in your body, as stress in your hormones, as dullness, as wrinkles on your skin, and very tightened muscles. Obviously, we know already that these things lead to premature aging. Worse, the frequency of criticism is a frequency of much early aging. People who are constantly criticizing themselves and also others, not just yourself, but even if you're habituated to always criticizing others, you'll end up carrying a very, very negative aura and vibration within yourself, which is going to land up, forget making others. You never harm others by your words. It's all the harm is going to only come to you. You are going to be highly premature aged. Please remember one thing, my girls. What you plant out of love, what you nurture with love, becomes more beautiful and in return gives us more love. Our body, our skin is the same thing. Our face, our youth is the same thing. If you are constantly criticizing yourself, your body is going to feel not only underprivileged, but your body is going to feel ungrateful, that you are ungrateful for everything that your body, your face, your beauty is doing for you. And what doesn't feel appreciated gets worse. You are not going to in return get abundance of beauty and get abundance of, beautiful look and glowing skin and everything all together, because your body is not going to feel appreciated at all. Your body is your home. You have to take care of it like you would take care of your family members whom you love so much. So we are selfless. We bring them before us. That way you have to bring your body before you. You have to treat it like the love from a third person perspective, and see how your way of thinking towards your body will change. You have to think that whenever I say something criticizing, critical, bad to my body gets a bit sadder. My body feels that I'm not grateful. My body sees that I am not carrying the vibration of gratitude. Then my body is going to start, being indifferent to me slowly and slowly. Because when something is not appreciated, end of the day, see, if you're in a relationship, okay, you do not appreciate your partner at all, you do not care for them, you do not love them, you do not appreciate them at all, and you keep on criticizing them, even though your partner is with you, might not be perfect. Your partner is with you, right? You have a partner, but instead of appreciating them, nurturing them with more love, making the love go better, showing your affection, you are always criticizing, you are seeing the lack, you are, always seeing what is not good in them. Then slowly and slowly, first they will start feeling sad, they will start feeling loving you less. First it's going to hurt them, then they'll become indifferent, and that is the worst phase, and one day they will go away from you. This is exactly what is going to happen to your body. Maybe your body is not perfect right now, maybe your face is not perfect according to you right now, but if you criticize it too much, it is going to start getting indifferent. It means it's going to start getting, the situation in your body is going to start getting worse. Okay, so you have to move from self criticism to self compassion. Love yourself more, appreciate yourself more, always be very grateful to yourself, and see that what you nurture is going to grow and is going to become more beautiful and more compassionate, and everything is going to start looking and feeling better. When you move to self compassion, my girls, you will definitely start seeing the changes in your beauty. And before we go to the next point, mid video reminder, girls, that if you haven't subscribed to the channel, then do subscribe to the channel and click on the bell notification so that you get a notification every time a new video is up. And together we become the most beautiful girls in the world. The fifth, my girls, again works not just for your beauty but overall for your life. Everything is going to get better when you excel in this. Is that from people pleasing, you have to have emotional boundaries. We must have heard this a million times, that stop pleasing people, stop saying yes to everything, start having emotional boundaries. But what difference does this thing make to my beauty? Let me explain. When you say yes and when you say no, both kind of drains your body's energy. But if supposedly you are saying something which you resent, which you do not want to say yes to, okay, or do not want to say no to, let's say, something that is unwilling to your heart, unwilling to your mind, then it drains you even more. The draining process starts off initially only emotionally, but ultimately it is going to drain the life out of you, including the life out of your face and your body. Literally, the unhappy people who are not able to say no to people, who are not able to stand for themselves in the right places, they lose that glow in themselves that they actually had from their birth. Because people pleasing is so stressful that it takes all the toll out of you, my girls. And this makes your subconscious mind trapped, which is now going to reflect in your aura. Very bad. People don't have to even talk to you, they will just look at you and they will understand that you're a people pleaser. And that your aura is light. It is not going to be respectful, it is not going to be charming. All the more it is not going to be beautiful, because it is going to take that light out of your face and out of your body. You need to have a shift to gentle emotional boundaries. You don't have to be hard-hearted, you don't have to be like a most ardent, strict person, but you need to have gentle boundaries. Never say, my girls, never fear expressing your real emotions and saying yes or saying no to things that you don't want to do or that you want to do. Never fear standing for yourself, up for yourself. These are all practices. Okay, when you start fighting your fears, I still get nervous sometimes to say yes or no to things. But I know now that it's good for me, and I'm not a person who can really hide my emotions and live that way. If even it's a bad thing between two friends, I always have to say very clearly, then only I can be at peace with myself, because that's my nature. But it wasn't always like this. It took time and it took some habit. So if you are not naturally like that, some people are naturally like that, okay? But if you're not naturally like that, if you have a hard time to set boundaries, to say yes or no to people easily, you need to fight your fears and you need to get there. You need to honor your energy, because energy never lies and energy is always for our benefit. Your energy is very unique to you. If you kill your energy by suppressing its what is shouting out to you, what is shouting out to your soul, to your subconscious, if you keep killing it, then you are going to lose that one day. You need to say yes or no without any guilt, my girls. And you need to prioritize your peace, because this is ultimately going to make you beautiful. Your face is relaxed. Most of the times you are relaxed as a person. Then trust me, girls, it's not just about one instance. Okay, when your mindset shift happens in the real way, when you start honoring your energy and you easily start saying yes and no to people according to your convenience, you don't over explain. Sometimes you just want to say no and you say no, you don't have to over explain beyond that. Then you see that relaxed life you start having, And automatically that relaxation is going to lighten up your face, your life, your energy, everything altogether, and is going to contribute to your beauty. The next point, my girls, is something which is so personal to me, because this is something which I really had to work on. That is, from constant control, you have to make a shift to surrender. Now, there are many aspects to this. Okay, if I have to tell you something about myself personally, I am pretty, left, right, black and white, and on the edge of sometimes being a bit dominating when it comes to workspaces. So if I want something a certain way, I want it that way. You know, that is, of course, in my much early days. Okay, I'm not talking about present. And that led to me looking like somewhat a dominant person sometimes. And if I'm understanding, then I'm too understanding, then I'm too partially nice to someone, like on the extremes, which means I had a ardent control freak kind of a nature when it came to some things in my life. Also, let's say when it came to relationships, or when it comes to even understanding your family members, because I think a certain way, and because I want things in a certain way, I was very controlling. According to me, I was being the nicer person, I was being the good person. That was also very controlling, you can say, right? Like thinking that no, I am only right, I am only this, like that. Whereas later I learned in life that everything cannot be controlled. You cannot control people, you cannot control others' emotions, you cannot control every situation. Forget about that. Even in work situations, you cannot control everything. Sometimes you give your everything to a certain project or work, a role, but things don't work out to be the way you want it to be. End of the day, you have to only think of life like a flowing state. Everything flows. You have to give your best, you have to be nice, you have to think for good, you have to work at your best. Sometimes you're not at your best, even that's fine, but you have to surrender the result end of the day. And when I learned this, the nature of surrender, now I let it loose. It's okay, the world is not ending, and nothing is going away, nothing is going to change, and nothing is going to happen wrong in one day or some time. And it's okay that things don't work out in a certain way, even when it comes to relationships. And it's okay that I can think the best for my family members even, but I cannot be strict and ardent with them because of the way I think about them, because I think that's correct for them, but I cannot force them to do a certain things a certain way. I just have to surrender to, end of the day, the results. That's what I learned. And this was like so freaking tough for me. I know, way too personal, a bit elongated minutes of my story, but yeah, this changed so many things in me when I learned the art of surrender. I learned the art of surrender from the time I started understanding my spiritual side. And when I understood, I really understood it so deep. I'm so happy about it. Okay, that it's like as if the weight out of my entire births, not just now, but I was carrying a weight for some 100 years, that got unloaded out of me. And trust me, girls, when I felt that unload in my life, all my feelings, my actions, my words, my the result I'm expecting from people, from things, from situation, anything started changing for the better. That apart, okay, what I saw in myself physically, that is a completely different realm altogether. I saw that shift in my face, literally, and I started feeling younger and lighter and beautiful and cute and kiddish and all of those things, okay? And this is so freaking beautiful, just because I learned the art of surrender. So if it comes to beauty, we try to control a lot of things, trying to control our weight, trying to control our skin. We try to control our life. We try to control others. We try to control others' opinions about us. Let it all go. You cannot change the way people think and the way people behave. You don't have to care. If people are making comments, if people are questioning you in some way or the other, surrender that. It's none of your business. It's their business. It's their problem. First, you try to better your body. You try to better your skin. Every day, try to become the best version of yourself. But do not obsess over the freaking result in a day, in a week. It has to be at 12 o'clock. It has to be at this time. It has to be within a month. No. Everything happens for good, my girls. Don't forget that. And when you surrender all these, controlling emotions within you, you will start seeing better and faster and much more beautiful results on yourself. Focus on your influence, focus on your attitude, focus on your reaction, focus on your habits, and release what you can't. This aura, this lightfulness, this playfulness, this freedom, this freedom that you will gain in you, my girls, it is worth $100 billion. That brings a different beauty, a different light in you, a different aura in you, which is priceless. Beauty is nothing. You will see so many other wonderful changes within yourself, including the most beautiful face, girls, including age reversal. This is what is going to make you 10 years younger, glowing and beautiful. You mark my words. The next one, my beautiful sisters, is something that almost a lot of ladies right now currently are facing. And this is a shift I want you to make now itself. I want you to shift from the fear of aging to the excitement of growth. Get one thing clearly, my girls. Something very common amongst the ladies who look much younger than they age, the ladies who are in their 30s, 40s, 50s, who look a decade younger and feel a decade younger. One thing common in them is that they don't focus on every fine line, every wrinkle. They don't focus on every aspect of aging, like fiercely, like, rigidly, stubbornly, but they have that excitement and the growth mentality. They are excited about their growth. Fear of aging only causes our subconscious mind to be anxious. And that is, end of the day, going to show up on our face. I'll tell you what. Either you can be in a state of fear, either you can be in a state of growth. You can't have both. There is only the place of fear, or there's only the place of growth in our subconscious mind. You have to choose one and you have to live with it. If you are amongst the people who are in a fear state of mind, oh my God, I've started looking like this, I've started looking more edged, I've started getting this on my face, I've started getting these fine lines, these wrinkles, I've started having these issues. You are going to continuously amplify that, multiply that, and keep manifesting that. So this is a thin line between you choosing your sides. You need to just jump out of the line and get to the other side. Get to the other side of growth. You have to sometimes ignore your flaws and only focus on the good till your flaws don't exist. Okay? So you are now going to move to the other side and you have to only focus on the improvement. This is where your fear of aging is going to go and the excitement of growth is going to come. Okay, let me give you an example of business people. Okay, people who are very successful, who are holding big industries, millionaires. Okay, there's something very common we notice in very successful people is that they don't fuss over every small big thing. They don't fuss over every small big flaws. Because if there was somebody who fussed over every small big flaw, they would be stuck there only and they wouldn't have that growth that they have today. So they must have started off with small businesses and they had their journey where they are right now, right? You think that to be here, if they would have fussed over everything on the way, they would have easily, like, they would have reached where they are right now? No. You have to learn to ignore some flaws. You have to learn to ignore small big things that comes along your way to the big ambitious growth that you want to have. And beauty is the same. So if you are here fussing over your small wrinkle, fussing over your small, dullness, fussing over the discoloration of your texture, your skin, whatever. Okay, I'm giving examples like physically, examples that we look at. You're fussing over your weight, you're fussing over your hair, you're fussing over your skin, whatever. It will start creating a weightage in your mind that is going to pull you down. Like every time you see the mirror, you're going to see that. But you're not going to see the other beautiful things that you can do for yourself when you follow a holistic approach to beauty and when you have a positive mindset shift. Okay, then that is going to take you away from that ultimate beauty that you could be one day. So instead of reaching that millionaire status and having the biggest industry, you are still going to be stuck because you're going to be in a place where you keep on obsessing over every flaw, and you're giving your time to that. A woman who's excited about her life, excited about her growth, excited about her beauty, and who does not fear aging is going to become so untouchable. Okay, is going to become this fierce tigress that she can achieve everything, my girls. And for aging and for beauty is also the same. Don't let fear overcome you. Instead, replace it with excitement, with actions, and see how it is going to change for you. And last but not the least, the eighth shift I need you to do is you need to move, you need to shift from seeking validation to self approval. Relying on comments, likes, relying on others giving you compliments, relying on somebody else telling you that you have started looking better. See, how is my skin today? Can you see the difference? And that person will say, yeah, there is some difference. And the person will say, no, there is no difference. Or the person will say, yes, there is so much difference. That making you happy, that making you sad is not the way to go. You will judge for yourself. Not judge, you will trust yourself. You will stop seeing everything as a barrier, and you are not going to seek anybody's validation in that process. Nobody's validation matters, my girls. Your approval to yourself only matters end of the day. Because tomorrow, if there's nobody to press like or give you comments, if there's nobody to tell you that you're looking good, if there's nobody to tell you that you're making progress, won't you continue to make the progress? Will you stop? You shouldn't stop, right? Then when you are not going to stop, why are you going to continue seeking validation from anybody? Why isn't the self approval the most important thing for you? And if you're the kind of person who is always waiting for somebody's approval, somebody's validation, instead of seeking your own approval and validation, it really shows up on your face and also on your personality, my girls. And that is not just unattractive, but that's not even beautiful. You need to shift to self approval. Don't wait for any compliments. You compliment yourself. Feel proud of your little wins. Recognize and acknowledge your beauty yourself. When your validation comes from within, my girls, your subconscious mind feels safe. Your nervous system feels absolutely calm. And your nervous system stays balanced. This is the utmost importance when it comes to beauty, when it comes to hormones, when it also comes to inviting more prosperity in your life. And this is when your face carries a sereneness, a glow, a beauty that is not bound of any makeup, a beauty that is not bound of anything external, but a beauty that is coming from within you, and that too full of confidence. Nothing is more better for anti-aging than self-assurance, my girls. Self-approval, self-love is the biggest evidence to beauty and is definitely going to show on your face. I don't know if you could relate to things when I said that all of these things is going to bring a mindset shift, is going to bring a physical shift, is going to relate to, is going to change your beauty. But trust me, my girls, when you start applying it, not just listening to this video, but when you start applying these changes to yourself, okay, everything is going to change, because you are going to see a different personality, a different beauty, a different aura, a different confidence in you deep down within, my girls. And it's going to make you actually very beautiful, and others are themselves going to come and tell you how different and how beautiful and how amazing you have become. Okay, take my word for it. And if it helps you, okay, to help you better, all the headers, the details you have already heard in the video, you understand. So all the headers, you write it down in a piece of paper, stick it near your bed, stick it on your cupboard, stick it in your mirror, wherever, and start looking at it every single day. It will start changing your subconscious mind. It will start changing your actions. I have exactly done the same thing. That's why I'm telling you to do this, okay? Your mindset shift will start happening, because you might see this video today and you might forget it, which I don't want you to. This is very important. You might do everything in the world, but if you don't do this thing, then it is not going to help you completely. There is a very different joy when our beauty comes with innocence, with purity. And this is going to come into reality if you have all this mindset shift. Because when you have all these mindset shifts, you're going to become a better person. You're going to be a stronger woman. You're going to be a more confident woman. And a confident, strong person who is self-validated, who's self-approved, who is so freaking strong mentally, is definitely going to become so freaking beautiful because she's so complete in herself, my girls. It is so many things interconnected, that is crazy and it's so beautiful. Okay. Yes. So I am so grateful that we have this video. I hope it reaches most of you girls and it really benefits you. Do you want to connect with me more? Okay, then yes, you can connect with me on Instagram. This is my handle. You can follow me there. And we also have a WhatsApp channel, my beautiful girls, wherein I can stay more in connection with you girls. Okay, give you more updates, take more polls about what kind of content you want, probably. So please do join the WhatsApp channel. The link is in the description. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel as yet, it's absolutely crazy. I don't know what's happening and what you're doing. So do it right away. Okay, subscribe to the channel and also click on the bell notification so that you get a notification every time a new video is up. And together we can become the most beautiful girls in the world. I feel so happy that you girls write in the comments what changes is happening to yourself, your beauty, your personality. All the positive stories I get to hear, and it really makes me very, very happy and really grateful to God as well. So all the very best, my girls. Okay, take care of yourself. I love you. I'll see you in the next video. Yeah. Mwah. Bye bye.